What's up, everyone? Peace and blessings to you all. It's Coach Ed here, Coach Ed's Amazing World of Sports. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Coach Ed's Chalk Talk. Um, Today, I'm going to be talking about from the Red Zone series in offensive play, Arkansas versus Texas A&M from 2002. So I'm going to be breaking down the play and discussing all the particulars of the play and how to attack the defense. But before I get into that, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification. This way, you know when I post new content, and everyone like and share on all your social media platforms. Help me to push this program out there so I can continue to bring you some really great content. Now, this concept is a great concept for attacking a two high look. Um, in the two high look, especially when they have a lot of space in the middle of the field, what it does, it actually puts the Mike linebacker in conflict. So it's great to definitely attack him because no matter what he does, I mean, he's going to be stretched in multiple ways out of the two high look, and if the quarterback reads it right, the Mike linebacker is going to be wrong in whatever he decides to do. So it's really good concept for doing that. Um, if we're in a too high look, okay, ideally the free safety is going to cover here. He's going to drop here. The Mike linebacker has the middle, so he might drop here. The Sam linebacker over here is going to be the hook to curl. This cornerback is flat. Will is hook to curl, and this cornerback is flat. Now this defense is in the forefront. So they have two ends are in the five. They have a three tech, and the nose is in a two eye in this formation. So the line is always going to identify who the mic is. So right here it's uh, right here it's the actual mic. So they're always going to keep eyes on him in case he's blitzing. But in this scenario, we're going to have him dropping. All right. So if he's dropping, he's going to initially take this away. And if he does that, all right, what we have is a fade, a bend out, a nod pattern, a whip, and a shallow crosser. All right. Now, once this linebacker identifies if he's dropping here, ideally you're going to drop it to the shallow cross because this allows him to then turn up and get to the seam and basically splitting these two linebackers out of this formation. Possibly, depending on how deep this free safety goes, getting it all the way into the end zone. Um, Now, if the Mike linebacker stays a little bit short and rides a little bit with him crossing, you still have the whip route coming behind him. So, he's going to bend and come right here. And third, you have the nod route. All right. Because remember, this free safety is opening. He's opening here. So the middle of the field is wide open. All right. Now, this is going to flash first. That's why, ideally you attack the shallow crosser first. Um, if like I said, if he rides with it, then you're looking to whip to the nod. More than likely, you're going to see the nod breaking open, and you're going to give it to him because the whip is going to be out of the quarterback's view before it comes back. So the nod will cross his view first, and with that Mike linebacker here, free safety is opening up. You're going to attack it. All right. Let's say he does Tampa 2. All right. Same principles. You can go to the crosser, but let's just say for argument's sake, he slides in and he's right there, and the quarterback sees it. You still have the whip route, and same principle. Boom, get the ball and then get upfield. So those are two variations. Whether the mic is dropping, sliding, um, in reference to this. Now let's just say for argument's sake they go to the man under. All right. Now safeties are going to split. He's going to be manned up on number one. He's manned up on number two. Here's the dilemma, okay? Because he's going to end up taking three. The Mike linebacker has to take number three. These two, whether they switch it, it doesn't matter. Now, let's say for argument's sake, all three of these guys are switching, all right? So with him coming here, he's passing. He's looking to see. He's going to open to here, and he's going to look to see 2 to 1. So he's reading 3 2 to 1. So with these two bending out and him coming back, he's going to jump that. So he's going to open it. He's going to come down. He's going to run with that. So with that opening up here, him opening up here, because this my linebacker went here instead of staying a little bit high, you now, and he's going to have leverage on the Sam linebacker. He now can hit him here. Same principle before. Easy run into the end zone. Now let's say, for example, they're staying playing straight man. He's going with him. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's going with the number 3 receiver. He's staying with number 2, and this cornerback is going to come over the top to go with number 1. So when you do that, you're going to the number 1, the Z receiver, because he has to fight through the trash to get to the shallow crosser, but he has to stay high off of it. Just for those purposes, he gets it. Now, the quarterback, if he feels he has time and he doesn't want to get it to him because he sees the matchup, he can wait, because once he bends over here, he's going to open, and then when he turns up and goes with him, if the receiver is over the top of him, he just lobs it over the linebacker's head and puts it right into the end zone. Because more than likely, when the number 1 receiver on this side goes vertical, he's going to open and attack that. So it's pulling him away from the play. Even if he were to say ride here and squeeze it in a little bit, and then turn around and come, the quarterback can put the ball over the top right here, 6 points. So that's the best way to attack this in the cover 2 look. Um, now also in the basic cover 2, sometimes the quarterback can also look and see and identify what's happening here. All right, if he feels that everything else is going to be covered, let's just say they play a man zone concept. They're playing man over here, but they're zoning it up over here. All right. So in other words, they're playing cover 2. He's opening, same thing. He's flat. He's hooked the curl. He's the middle. But see, when he sees this, he knows their man over there. So he's bending out, going here. He'll ride with this. He's transitioning from zone into man, even though they're pretty much going to be zone. Quarterback can attack it here. Even if he was saying he sees this and he sees the drag, and he knows the mic is going here, and he knows this cover 2, he might trail with this a little bit. Quarterback can still attack this, whether he puts it in the back corner of the end zone, or if the cornerback is staying on the outside and the free safety is coming, he can put it in between that window. So those are the ways, the way of identifying how to attack it in the cover 2. If they're in cover 3, it makes it a little bit more challenging. The only thing I would suggest out of this is the S receiver, the slot receiver, instead of, because if you're in cover 3, you're going to have a safety in the middle of the field somewhere in this way. So he has to read that. So whether he crosses in front of the safety's face or he skinnies it. So in other words, if the free safety is coming and he's opening up here, instead of coming to him, he's going to skinny it up this way and make it a little bit harder for that safety to get there and make it an easier throw for the quarterback. Because ideally what will happen is he'll open here, he's going to flat, he's going to stay here, he's going to open up here, he's going to go deep, and he's going to have the flat. So those are ways that you can attack it. And if they go quarter, let's say they run cover 4, so he's going here, he's going here. If he's off and staying high and he's here, ideally what you want to do, you're going to read this with this coming out. Boom, he's going here. You're still going to attack the shallow crosser. All right, because if they're in quarters, this Mike linebacker is going to still be at a disadvantage. He's going to open up because he's going to go here. You get it to him and let him outrun this Mike linebacker, try and get a first down, juke a man getting into the end zone. So, those are just some of the ways, you would attack the defense with this offensive formation. Like I said, it's a tough play to defend, especially in the red zone. Middle of the field, you have the opportunity to recover, but with a short field like this, 15 yards, 15 to 20 yards, it's a good way to really if you execute it properly, it's a great way to attack the defense and get the ball into the end zone. So, just my thoughts, my way of looking at this offensive play. Saw it, and I really did like it. You know, if I'm an OC, I definitely want to run this play and attack a defense. So, let me know what you think in the comments. You know, how would you attack it? You know, in terms of all the principles that I just went over, the cover twos, the cover threes, cover fours, you know, and I just gave you some simple ones. There's more to it. You know, there's more cover threes. There's different ways to play. You know, the cover four concepts. You can run a cover two read. You know, I didn't really get into that as much, but you know that there are other ways to attack this. So you let me know what you think. I'd appreciate hearing the comments. Um, and I thank you guys for tuning in for this episode of Coach Ed's Chalk Talk. I hope you really enjoyed it. And as I always say in sports, make sure you turn it on and turn it up. You have a great night.